A great day to us all. Welcome to the second episode of the Entrepreneur Series. With yours truly, James. Yeah, up here, the Intrapreneur. Now, in the first episode, we established the fact that both man and woman were and are created to work. We also established the fact that there are three major roles that man and woman are to work with. We again established or concluded that there are three types of workers in every work environment. These are the entrepreneur, who is the independent working owner. We also have the intrapreneur, who is the dependent working owner. Then the ordinary worker. The ordinary worker. An ordinary worker is ordinary worker. Yes, we explained these three in the previous episode. That's episode 1. And you can always search online for the episode 1. That is the Entrepreneur Series episode 1. You can always search for it. We are not pulling it down. It will be there until thy kingdom come. So if you want to know the detailed discussions on these roles, job roles, 3 job roles, and also these 3 types of workers in every work environment, please just search online. You can find Entrepreneur Series, the Entrepreneur Series, episode 1. You will enjoy listening to it, watching and listening to it. Okay, in this episode 2, we will discuss the characteristics of the ordinary worker. Now, we should note that nobody listening to me or watching me now, or ever watch me, should aspire to be an ordinary worker. An ordinary worker is like a lazy worker. So don't try becoming an ordinary worker. An ordinary worker is like an unprofitable worker. So don't try to be an ordinary worker. And I pray and hope that by the end of this episode, if you find yourself having a trait of an ordinary worker, you work on it. You start working on it, because you are, if you are an ordinary worker, you are not the best of workers. Best of workers are the intrapreneur and the entrepreneur. Ordinary worker, no. So we'll be going through the characteristics of the ordinary worker today, or in this episode. But to do that, let me please remind you, or let me inform you that this production is by the kind courtesy of Kingdom Harvesters Ministries, a Touch Lives ministry. Then we also have Bocadillos Ghana Limited. That is your one-stop shop for catering, that's onshore, offshore catering, and logistical needs. Then Aruka Global Limited. Aruka Global Limited is your preferred construction party. So we zoom quickly to the characteristics of the ordinary worker. Now, the ordinary worker has 3 main characteristics. You identify these characteristics with the ordinary worker, and you know this person is an ordinary worker. The first one is lack of intrinsic motivation. Every ordinary worker lacks intrinsic motivation. Now, what is motivation? What is intrinsic motivation? Intrinsic simply means internal, within you. Motivation is simply a push. So there are different motivations. We have the extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. Now we are talking about intrinsic motivation, the push within, not the push without. So push without is like, let me give you something so that you do this for me. And the push within is doing the thing for me because of something that it is within you. So let's take some instances. If I come to you in a medical hospital, if I come to you in a hospital, and you don't know who I am, and you treat me anyhow, whether you are a nurse or a doctor, because nobody called you to take care of me, because nobody told you that I'm so and so person, because I didn't give you something, a tip, you treated me anyhow, then you lack intrinsic motivation. You are an ordinary worker. If I come to your office, you are an authority, we work with an agency which is an authority over some permits, some license, and whatever. I come to you, I need a permit to do something, and you treat me anyhow. You throw my application somewhere. You delay the processing of my application because I didn't give you some envelope, because I didn't give you a tip, because somebody didn't call you to tell you that, hey, this is the entrepreneur man, so do this for him. And you treat me anyhow, you lack intrinsic motivation. If a colleague comes to you and needs you to help him or her to process something, and the colleague doesn't do anything in return for it, you will not work it out for the colleague, you lack intrinsic motivation. If your job owner, your employer, has to go over the board to ask you to do a certain job role, a certain assignment that you are not paid for, and you tell the person, I cannot do it because you don't pay me for it, you lack intrinsic motivation. If I drive by the highway, I overspeed, you are a policeman, you stop me, you show your gadget to me, and I'm running like 120 instead of 150, and you don't educate me to know the consequences of my driving 120 where I should be driving 50. You don't educate me on it, and instead you ask me to give you so and so, or you process me for court. You lack intrinsic motivation. So I believe now you are getting the intrinsic motivation line. Yeah. Okay. Now let's also take the general definition. That's the English definition or dictionary definition of intrinsic motivation. It's a stage of being. That's a stage of being or a situation where an individual experiences a significant absence of internal drive, interest, desire, or enthusiasm to pursue a required goal or assignment. That is what our average dictionary in English define for us as intrinsic motivation. So, if that's the lack of intrinsic motivation. So, if you have one, note that you are an ordinary worker. You are not profitable. You are not profitable. In fact, you should be disciplined or be terminated. So, any worker in such a state does not find the assigned job role inherently enjoyable, fulfilling, or aligned to their personal goals. The person is not happy doing that work. That is why he has to be called by somebody who is superior or who is influential to tell him or her to do so and so. Because what you are doing, you are not happy with the kind of work you are doing. That is why you need an envelope before you do what you are paid for. You are not doing the work for free. You are being paid. You are on salary. You are on some allowances. So why do you not have to take something? An envelope. Somebody has to call you before you do it. You are an ordinary worker. This ordinary worker does not function effectively and efficiently in the assigned role, in the assigned job role, until there is external reward or pressure, which is sad. Now, let's rush through other examples of workers who lack intrinsic motivation. A young lady, a young guy completes his education, whether at the tertiary, basic, or further tertiary. Then this person sits down and says, tells himself, let me find some teaching work to do so I can survive. When I find a good job, I will quickly move on. So this person gets the job as a teacher and works as a teacher. This person is not intrinsically motivated to be a teacher. So when it happens this way, the people, the students, are in serious trouble. This teacher will not be effective. This teacher will not be efficient. Another example, a great accountant or a renowned accountant speaks to himself and says, "My son loves to paint, but I am a renowned chartered accountant, and I can't allow him to be an artist. No, he has to be an accountant like me." So, the son of this great accountant also pursue education to be an accountant, like the father, or even beyond the father's level. But note, if this son doesn't develop interest in this accountancy thing, this son will become truly an accountant because he has the brain to learn. But surely the employer will suffer. Surely colleagues will suffer. Clients will suffer. And vendors will also be in trouble. Vendors will also be in trouble. Because this person, this son, was not meant to be an accountant. It has not developed interest to be an accountant. So this son lacks intrinsic motivation, and he is going to be a burden on the company. Another guy or a woman or a lady it's highly educated, motivated to work. For instance, maybe he's in the field of, or she's in the field of the engineering, maybe working with ECG or maybe VRA, but it's in the field of engineering. This person loves to be there and has been there. Then maybe pay their structure, pay the way they work, pay the way the institution is. He or she is not involved in the day-to-day planning of activities, pre-planning of activities, or week-to-week pre-planning of activities. Because this person is not involved, day by day, week by week, the culture of the place makes this person a passive kind of employee. This person will not stretch himself or herself to be innovative, to be creative. This person will not be proactive. And of course, by this person will lack intrinsic motivation to work better. Now, normally with intrinsic motivation, it starts within. But note that if a culture around you is good or bad, it works within you. And so you exhibit it. So because the culture of the place doesn't allow him or her to get involved in the pre-planning and day-to-day activities, how to plan the day-to-day activities, this person now becomes intrinsically motivated. Or they're intrinsically demotivated, sorry. When this happens, two things are going to happen. This person is paid as an expert, as a skilled person, but it's being used part-time because the pre-planning is not added to him or her. Now, look at what is going to happen. Because the institution or the company or the employer is not engaging him or her fully, he will use that part that he is not being engaged to work for a competitor. Yes, he will work for a competitor. He will help a competitor to pre-plan because you are not using him or her to do it. And since he or she has learned this in school, or he or she has experience in this, your competitors are going to benefit from him or her. In your business is going to suffer. So, when you have skilled people in your setting, whether you're a private company or a public company, make sure you make use of them. Yes, you may be hiding, you may want to hide trade secret. I don't hold anything against you. But trade secrets, they have nothing to do, trade secrets have nothing to do with pre-plan. Engage them. Let them be part of the pre-plan. Look, whether you like it or not, if you engage in the pre-planning or not, they will, once they are around, they will get to know how the business runs. So forget it. Don't think they are going to take some secrets and send out. They need to work. They need to come out with whatever is within them. If you prevent them, they will use it against you. Well, time is almost up. I'm working within about 15 minutes, so I cannot go beyond that. If you want me to go beyond that, then you should be thinking of sponsoring me so that I can go beyond 15. I can't go beyond 15 minutes. So this will have to end today's or this episode's discussion here. In the episode 3, we'll handle the 2 and the 3rd of the characteristics. I said we have 3 main. I was thinking ahead for you because I know you are thinking. Give us a hint on the 2nd and the 3rd characteristics. Yeah, I think I should. Right? Yeah, I should. No. Let's make a date in the next episode and we see. Yes, let's make a date in the next episode. And it promises to be mind-blowing. It promises to be mind-blowing. Just do follow me into episode 3, right? Follow me into episode 3. Again, let me remind you that this production is by the kind courtesy of Kingdom Access Ministries, Attached Lives Ministry, jointly supported by Bukavilos Ghana Limited, your one-stop shop for your onshore and offshore catering and logistics needs. And of course, Aluka Global Limited, your preferred construction partner. Now, let's do some small recap. In episode 1, we established that there are 3 types of workers in every work environment. The ordinary worker, the entrepreneur, and the intrapreneur. In today's or in this episode, we have established the fact that there are 3 characteristic traits of the ordinary worker. Though we discussed only one, we are going to do the other ones in the subsequent episodes. We were able to discuss only one, yes, and that is the intrinsic motivation. I pray and hope that this episode will add to your knowledge and make you a better worker, not an ordinary worker. The episode 3 promises to be mind-blowing. You can't stop following. So do follow me, share the link with your contacts. Let's keep blessed until we meet again. I remain your stream. Chips.